Right, so we're going to continue from where we left off yesterday. So I think we stopped somewhere around there. So it was later yesterday that I realized that some things seems to be here and they are missing, particularly the hand area. So I'm going to turn on my symmetry because it's off now. I will jump right here. I think I need to rotate this because if I to go to the top view, this is not helping to tell that there is a joint here. For that reason, I'm going to rotate this. I'm going to rotate it. Now to some extent, I think I might have to push this one, these 3 vertices here. I have to check. Okay, I'm seeing 6 there. The reason why I'm seeing 6 is because of this one right here. So I'm going to push this side in, and then to some extent, I think I might have to grab for this place. Sometimes you go into the what's it called, wireframe mode, so that you can actually see what you are selecting. So I'll grab all of those. I'm just going to rotate this, and I would I'll go to the insert mode so that this can be easily moved. I rotated my gizmo, then I'll push this here. I might probably do the same thing around here. Grab all of those. I might have to rotate them. Oh, sorry, yeah, I did that. So go to the insert mode, then I'll adjust my pivot points. I'll jump straight to the scale. I want to scale it so that the lines will be straight, and I'll now move this. So I'm just trying to make sure that that elbow area is looks the way it should. Do you understand? Then I'm going to scale this, make it straight. Then I can add like certain amount of topology to that area. I can add like 2 edges or thereabouts. So basically, I just think that I should use the opportunity to rotate this. Then they can also be moved around. Grab those. Okay, I think this is good. Except that I might have to rotate this one as well. You get, so this is basically to just help define the area where I want. So my what's called the arm is going to go this way, then this way. I might end up reducing this. I can't really say for now, but it might be reduced later. I'm looking at bringing that, and then doing the same thing to this one. I want to add lines there. Even here I should have had, but let me just move this one, because we're going to end up adding a smooth to it later on, and that is also going to contribute more topology. Okay, push this. Alright, let's see what we have. Shaded mode. Okay, I think this seems good. Seems good, except that this place looks somehow long. Alright, so go back to the right. So here I think we need to walk around here now. So I need to push this up. Pivot. You understand? Okay. So I jump right here. I'll begin to, I believe the symmetry is turned on, pulling it up. I could also do that using my vertices. Yeah, it might take time, but yeah, it might not really take that much time, sure. Let me be sure that my symmetry is working. Okay. one thing about this thing is jumping about. You get, I want to avoid focus on one area, then we'll finish it, then we'll jump to the other side. Do you understand me? Because I might just forget what I was doing before jumping to that part. So concentrate on one, but I will keep it in mind that I have to go back to smoothing these out. See that? Now let's go back to shaded mode and be sure that we are doing the right thing. You see that we need to like go into the component level and grab this. I can turn on the soft selection mode. You get. Then I would this brush size. Go back to shaded mode. Then I'll drag this out. You get. This also works. Do you see that it works? This also works. If I go way too much, I think I might have to go up this time, then push it in. Then I'll go back to the shaded mode. I'll grab this, and then probably this. I think I grab from the line, go back to the shaded mode. Let me deselect this one, and probably by doing something like this, one of the things in which I think we should learn from here is not to be afraid of anything. Not to be afraid that you're going to fail. I don't know whether you understand. See, if anything goes wrong, I was saying it yesterday, that if anything goes wrong, because you understand the tools, that should give you confidence that you still fix it. It's like an art. When I was in secondary school, I was an art student. My teacher used to tell me that there's no mistake in art. So it was when I started doing it and I realized that she was saying the right thing actually. There is no mistake in art. Or any mistake can be converted into a design. Any mistake can be converted into a design. So this is what we have now. So what we just need is to pull it down. And I think we need to work on the shoulder area. I'll go back to the selection tool. So the point is, don't be afraid of anything. Anything you want to start, you can start it. Let me save this one. Let me save it as F. So that seems to be the E was where we left off yesterday, or probably that was where we stopped yesterday. I'm trying to see the end of this, but anyways, if I can't see it, just make sure that what is there is actually nice. Okay, I think it's extending beyond the original reference. Let's go back again. And at this point I am going to drag these things down, push them down. You see the shoulder, because because you know it's actually raising this place up. We're going to come to this part, yeah. I'm going to come to show that too. We have to be very careful with this place because I think we are having almost the same issue with the minion now. So we have to be mindful of. Yes, and the other thing again is mesh on a mesh like this. Having a mesh on a mesh like this is always kind of difficult to skin. Probably if you wait a bit, you're going to see we have to be hiding them in order for us to be able to get them skinned properly. Although I've foreseen that issue before we got into it actually, but it's a challenge for the students. Yeah. No, Olivia is trying. She's crying. Yeah. The leg, yes, the leg of the minion is too short. See, this will be much more easier to rig than the minion. I knew now. I told them. I think I said it from the beginning. I said, yeah, the leg of this thing is. I think probably it was when we got into it that I said that the leg of that thing is too short. That is going to might pose some issues. But anyway, me, I'm not seeing it as what. Although it's obvious on her face that she's being she feels worn out. She's looking like she's what is a challenge for her. She should just have to endure, and she's trying. To be honest, she's really trying, so really trying. Is that kind of student that makes the teacher wants to keep going. That's the kind of student in which she is. Kind of student that wants to make the teacher to keep, because there are some students like that. They just keep making the teacher to drive very well, to keep driving. This place is too sharp. In this place, except that I'm have to increase this brush. Except that this polygon, I might have to do this polygon manually. I don't like how close they are. I don't know whether you're seeing what I'm seeing, so I'm going to turn this to turn off the soft selection. I'm using B, so I'm going to move this, and because I have my constraint turned on, so it will be easier for me to just move it. They are too close, is what I meant. Do you get? So I'm going to push this to this area. We'll move this one here. What do we have here? There's a pole here, there's a pole here. Are those poles not too close? Is what I'm looking at. Alright, I think we may now turn this on off and start pulling it up. I'll pull this one up, push it out. Okay. Click from here to here. So let's leave this and get to the leg. 14 leg is gone already. So now, is it? Yeah, cylinder, of course. Cylinder will be better for the leg. And is there a must with cylinder? I could go with a box too. Let's go with cylinder since that's one that you've mentioned. Another thing again I'm going to do is I'll jump straight here. I'm going to reduce. The constraint is still on, right? Yeah, I'll get to know when it's off. It's off now. And even if it is on, so I'll get to know if it's on when I begin to move vertices around. I don't know whether you understand. So I'll get to know. Even if it is on, I'm trying to say that even if it is on, I will know when I begin to move things around. Do you understand? So I'm going to reduce the radius of this of the thigh. Another thing again is the sub div is set to 20. Can we make it like 16? And 16 can be divided by 8, abi? 16 can be divided by 8. Sorry, mistakenly turned that to 3 instead of 16. Or should we go down a bit more to like can we try 10? Yeah. Well, turn on the smooth. Well, you don't you forgotten that there's smoothing. So there is smoothing. We can smoothen it. So I'm going to put it here. Let's turn on the X-ray for it so that we can see. Another thing again we need to do first is probably I'm going to isolate it, go back to the perspective, and probably grab the face. We'll select all the faces. In fact, grab the faces at the top and I'll delete. If I exit the isolation mode and the X-ray so that we can see through it. Let's go to the front view. Let's send it back to what's it called, X-ray. And at this point, I don't think we need symmetry. You said? No, there's no need. There's no need. The hip is here. There's no need. There's no need for the hip. Do you understand? The hip. This is covering the hip already. The hip should be somewhere around here because that's why this place is big. Do you understand? For female, this is their biggest point. I know that, you know. For male, here is our biggest point for male. The shoulder. The shoulder is the shoulder. The shoulder is the widest point. You know, I've been modeling for the Y, so I know all these things. If you need to understand anatomy to some extent. You need to understand anatomy to some extent. So I understand. So because I've been modeling, sculpting for the Y, so I sculpted for the Y now. I have a book. Have I not showed you? I have one book that is anatomy for sculptor. Okay, it was one girl like that is doing anatomy, studying anatomy at Bowen University. So she's doing a short-term course with us. She's a weekend student. So when she came and we got talking, I told her that I know some anatomy, understand some anatomy. I understand. No, I didn't duplicate it. I moved this edge that is in front.
Okay, the one in the back.
Then the one in the back is the one you're now seeing. Do you understand? Yeah. The one in the back is the one you saw. The one at the back is one you just saw. So if you don't understand anything, just let me know. Call my attention. There's a book now, Anatomy for Sculptor. I have it. It's a book. It talk about human anatomy. Do you know? Not women, human anatomy. So it analyzes all anatomy for everybody, for children, for infants, for name it, for everybody. No. Yeah. Yes. The book is very expensive. You can check it online. I have it. Very expensive like that. Yes. Wow. That will be sculpting. I'm not sure if that's modeling. It might be, yeah. For you to, although there are good modelers, there are good box modelers. This is what they call box modeling. You understand? They are good box modelers. We have plenty of them that were good then when people were not used to sculpting. Just like this AI thing that we have now. You understand? Then there was no AI. It was just people were doing shakara now. People that know. If you know how to model, you are like a king. Then people go about doing tutorials for things like this. Do you understand? But now, okay, there are plenty modelers now. Plenty. If you think, see, if you're even looking at a job as a modeler, it's somehow. they will expect you to have learned some things or to have known some things beyond just modeling, at least a bit of rigging, bit of animation. They want a bit of everything because no one wants to be paying somebody for doing one single thing. You get? So now we have a lot of people that are now modeling. Do you get? So why do they now have to be paying that much or looking for a modeler? People are not looking for modelers anymore. They are looking for somebody that can start and finish the job. Do you understand? And just pay just one person instead of having to be paying multiple people at the same time. You get? So that's what they are looking for. So that's why now we have a lot of generalists. Although the white people are still like trying to trade in that line of professionalism. Do you understand what I mean? They want to stay in that line of professionalism, that your profession is what they will employ you for. I think I like it. You understand? Because you'll be good. They feel that you'll be good at just doing one thing. Do you get? But nowadays, some of our black people here don't want that to. They want to pay you small amount of money to do the work of like 10 people. Do you understand? So, and some people have actually been. Another thing again is some people have actually been training themselves already for something like that. Do you get? That's why when the job comes, they don't throw the jobs away; they pick it up. For a very long time, I've always been doing things that, okay, I want to be able to do everything. I want to be a generalist. I remember a friend of mine usually telling me then that focus on one area, we focus on one area. And I always like, why should I focus on one area? What if this does not work? I don't know whether you understand. What if this does not work? So then I started like, I continue to like keep learning here and there. Do you understand? I'll learn this, I'll jump to something else, I'll try to learn that one too. And I didn't know I was preparing myself for now. I don't know whether you understand that. Not that I purposely prepared myself for now. No. I was just doing my own thing. Do you get? I want to go back a bit. There's something I saw here. You get? I was just doing my own thing. I'm going to scale in what? Extrude. I was extruding though. Do you understand? I'm extruding. If I were to go here, see, what I've been doing is extruding, and then I've been pulling out. Do you get?
Once you hold the sheet,
It's extrude, yeah. And there's something that I should have done. I didn't check the front, so I'm going to do Ctrl Z to go back in time. Do you get? So when I'm here, what I'm supposed to do is, if you check this thing is not rounded. Let's exit the X-ray mode and see what it looks like. I like the shape. I like the way the shape is coming. Do you get? I might still have to do some pushing and push out here later with my brush or whatever. But when it gets here, you notice that this piece it looks rounded. So for that reason, I'm going to use circularize to get that or to achieve that. Do you understand? That's the essence of circularize. You get? See, so what it has done. Ctrl Z, this is what it looks like before. If I click on it, it would make it rounded. No, not only for faces, for even boxes itself. For boxes. If I hit the 3 key now, the number 3 key, this is what we have as the leg. You see that this edge look sharp. The edges look sharp. The edge from here down, well, I think from here down looks sharp. So we're going to fix that later. And the nail, we are going to carve out. There's a way nail should look. There's a way topology for nails used to look.
like topology for eyes.
No, it's like topology for here. For here, for elbow, it looks like elbow. And I think here you must still need more like topology. But we can achieve that when we apply our smooth to it. We can achieve that when we apply our smooth to it. Alright, so I'll just continue. So now see, you notice that this place looks rounded. This place where the trousers look folded. So that's the essence of now circularizing this. So now I will hold down I'll go back to the edge mode, and then I will extrude this. As I was saying, I will extrude it outward, but I'll turn on my smoothness. I'll hit back the number 1 key on the keyboard, and I'll extrude it outward. Let me jump back to the front view. I shouldn't have started extrusion from there, but what I'm doing is I would grab everything and I'll squash it down. Then I'm going to scale it inward. Scale it inward like this. It can even be moved a bit. You get? Then I'll go back to the edge. If you have to check, this is what I've done so far. Then I'll go back to the front view. In fact, you can also switch from all angles. You see the difference between the front and this thing now. Yeah, but that doesn't really matter. Just focus on know what you're doing. You get. So what I'm going to do is I'll extrude from here. Then I am going to scale the extrusion inward. You get. Go back to the front view. Now I'm going to push this down to here. So this is all we need. Do you understand? This is all we need. So if I go back to perspective view, in fact then I think I should remain in the I should remain in the probably the front view. Then I'll go into the X-ray mode again so that we can see through. Then we can now start the squashing from here. You get. Squash this in. We're going to do some movements too, moving here and there, moving here and there. Let me squash this a bit. Okay, probably should be tilted towards the, I think probably this one should be moved. We'll scale these inward, push it, no click, squash this, move it. How is that? I don't understand. I don't. Wait. I don't understand.
About female views, their knees. It's not just when they to their knees are more closer together.
No, I think it okay. As in the two nails, you're talking about the two nails. It's because of the way the God has actually said they should be positioned themselves. Jadi, see, they don't walk just like when they are also sitting down. They don't see the way men sit down. I don't know whether you know this or this thing. You see, animation actually exposed with a lot of things. When they sit, they don't sit like this. Men sit like this with your lap opened. Women, when they sit, they close their leg. They don't have classes for all these things.
Yes.
They have classes for all these things. How to sit. When they want to enter a car, they don't do the way we do. You open the door and you stretch your leg. No, the one is when they open the door, they will put their buttocks first on the seat, while the leg is still outside. They will now turn in. Do you understand? So when they are sitting, they don't sit the way we sit. A guy will just open and sit down like this. The own is like this. They close their lap and sit down. So that's also applicable to when they are walking. They tend not to open their leg widely when they are walking. They close them together. Do you understand? All these things are what they are naturally safe on a natural, just naturally. All females are tend to like understand this from childhood. Do you get me? They understand it from childhood. So for that reason, before they grow up, they would have gotten used to it. Do you get? So basically that's the thing. Alright, I think I just need to, no, not chamfer. There's no need for chamfer. Kini e? Mo lè ṣe mo sọ fún yín náà, ìbá tí ń ti sọ̀rọ̀ náà. Mo lè ṣe anything. System wo ni ẹ kò yé mi.
Generating station.
O wa fẹ́ build ẹ àbí? Ìyẹn ò lé náà. Mo ti bá mo ṣe factory kan láìpẹ́ náà mo sọ fún yín náà. Did I not show you the cream factory I built? I created some cream machine factory like that.
I said it by
Did it now. I've even tested it. I deleted the chair. Eh? Me too, understand then, so that back in over Shigono, a bama is or a Kim Bassoro. Okay. Yeah, so for me now. Man outside Goni. Yeah, so for me now. A bounce or no. Then my pon send the file here. Can you the file here? Then my more. So so anything for me now is something here. And go Moana, King. So favor, this is it. But I think we still have a lot to do. We I still have a lot to do. Let me go to the right side. See that? Yeah, yeah. You know that.
No pitch the edge.
You get which edge is that?
The edge for that trouser, the down on the trouser.
I didn't pinch the edge. Okay, 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 yeah, yeah.
That side, the middle.
Wow, 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 wow. That means you really understood this thing, sir. Shaded. Alright. You know that the references are not, I think one is taller than the other. I think I moved one down. I moved this front one, I moved it down. There was a time I moved it down.
I think for my own, you said it's not.
It's not aligning. It's not aligning. That one, a normal thing, Jare. That one, although, see, as long as you understand what you are doing, do you understand? As long as you understand what you're doing, I don't think that should be. You get. Just have to be judging things with eye sometimes. Do you get me? Just judge it with your eyes. I don't think I need this. I don't think I need this edge here. It's too close. Or what's he holding? Let me check. What is he holding? I don't think he's holding anything. It's not holding anything. Let me go to the front view. Yeah, then I'll do clip here. I'll stretch these. Stretch these. I'm just trying to scale it a bit up. So this is it. We just need to focus on one side though, you know, Abby. Let me check this video so that it will not be boring. Should I stop it here so that it will not even take longer time to render?